AI convention, anyone? So the point is that these are all tools that we are all using every day, but we're not going to these events because they are just tools for us. The same is true for this Perl, to a lot of people. So let's see how many people are there on the various Perl events. So you can see that the Perl events, the workshops are under 100 people, and the Perl conference there are 200, 300 people size. Opposed to that, there are various open source and other events, there are technical events. It's 5,000 and up to 400,000 people. Obviously, you say that, oh, but there are none of them are interested in Perl, not too many are interested in Perl. So we had certain Perl booths in all these 3 events, and I can tell you that the number of Perl people who visited our Perl booths were quite large. Actually, these numbers are exact numbers because I counted them. So what does the Perl, the TPF event group do? What does we do? So we are trying to have fun creatively. We would like to get more people into Perl and know about Perl, to use more about Perl, and in the end to have more people. What does the group do? We are organizing Perl groups at various non-Perl events. They are setting up development rooms there, or special Perl rooms, or giving Perl-related talks. Now, I would like to connect that to the various projects that were mentioned here. We are trying not to focus on Perl itself, but on applications written on Perl. So if anyone has written by chance some kind of a Git interface, offline interface, or and that's for visualization tool, it will be really interesting to show these applications to the crowd who are not just Perl programmers, because these are applications that the fact that they are written in Perl is not their primary interest for those people. So the group is sponsored by the Perl Foundation, by the Euro Foundation, and also by the EPO. So let's see what happened. We were at FOSDEM in Brussels in February. We had a booth there with a couple of people, lots of tools, and as you can see, they already were used and they were really, really useful. Another ways too. We are running now these kind of postcards. So on one side of the postcard, we had several projects, Perl-related projects mentioned, and they're really good, really useful because we are handing them out and then they're talking points, so people can start asking questions. Otherwise, they just say, "Oh, this is the Perl booth. Hey, we know about Perl like 10 years ago. So what should we ask?" But these points give people some kind of issue that they can start talking about. Oh, when Perl 6 is going to be released, for example. On the other side of the postcard, we had a list of Perl events. That obviously was in February. We keep updating the list so we can promote the various Perl events. We can invite these people to the Perl events. We're also promoting specifically with the workshops and flyers and other ways. You can also prove that Perl is still an update of the internet. This is the behind the war idea booths. So this is the view of how, for example, the booths look like in FOSDEM. You can see there are not too many things on the table yet. It's the first time we went there and we didn't know really what to do. Supposed to this, you can see that the other booths, there are all kind of computers showing off various projects. So that's where we would like to arrive, where people can actually see various projects being showcased and the booths. Then we went to Zabik in Hanover, and this is how it looked like. Yeah, you can see this area where there are actually 3 projects. One project, there's one guy sitting there waiting for someone to come. Then another project, 2 guys talking to each other, both from the project, and then the rest of the people are the Perls. So there's huge interest actually. Many people wanted to know about Perl, about our project or things that we were talking about. So this is the Perl stuff, the group of people that have been using various events, and I would like to thank them for their help. There are lots of future events, and this is just a list that I had in the Perl TTF the events in Europe. There's also a Google Groups calendar on my site. And this is the wiki, the events page. So if you're interested, please go to these events, join us, and help us spread the word about Perl and the Perl-based project. Thank you.